Today I'm reviewing a 2010 Infiniti FX35, which is a compact luxury crossover vehicle that was first introduced to the US market for the 2003 model year. The first generation lasted through 2008, and then we see an all-new second generation model for 2009. The second generation sees a minor refresh in 2012, and then in 2013, the 3.5 liter V6 is replaced with a new 3.7 liter V6, and the name is changed from the FX35 to the FX37. They also offer the FX in the FX50 configuration, which has a more powerful 5 liter V8. In terms of styling, the FX has a very modern upscale look to it with a number of sweeping lines. You also see that it's got a very bold look to it overall, which is most evident up here at the front. You'll see it's got a very large grille with a unique design profile. It's got the chrome surround. And then you also see on the hood that we've got pretty dramatic bulges on both sides and a pretty subtle bulge here in the middle. All three of these are very noticeable when you're inside the vehicle driving it, giving it a very sporty feel. You'll see we've also got a very modern headlight design, and we've got fog lights down in the lower bumper. Coming around to the side of the vehicle, again, very modern look here with a number of sweeping lines. It's also got a number of brushed aluminum chrome accents to give it that upscale look. Up top, we've got the brushed aluminum side rails, got the chrome wraparound on the window compartments, chrome door handles. You also see we've got a smart key with automatic locking and unlocking, and then we've got this brushed aluminum strip down here on the bottom. Also got this fake side grille, not offering any functionality, but it does give it a pretty sporty look. And we also have a pretty nice looking set of 18-inch wheels. You'll notice that we've got integrated mud flaps at the front and rear of the vehicle. And then at the rear here, it's got a pretty dramatic slope to it, giving it a very sporty look. You also see that we've got kind of an integrated spoiler up top. Nice modern taillight design that wraps around the side and rear of the vehicle with a number of LEDs. And then we get more brushed aluminum and chrome back here, the Infiniti emblem, as well as the FX35 badging. Got the chrome strip on the top and bottom. You also see we've got the Infiniti lettering here. And then we've got this brushed aluminum strip here on the top of the bumper. You also notice that we've got dual exhaust down below, and the FX35 has a really nice exhaust note. That's one of my favorite things about the vehicle. But all around, you can see it's got a pretty nice look to it. Again, very modern, very upscale, and I think it really stands out within this crowded compact luxury SUV segment. Looking inside the FX, you'll see that it's got a very premium interior, very upscale design, nice functional layout with good quality materials, nice accents, plenty of leather wrap surfaces, including our seats, which have the Infiniti badge and lettering embossed on the seat back. We've also got a leather wrap steering wheel, power windows, power door locks, memory settings for 2 drivers. Our driver's seat is full power with lumbar support. Also got power mirrors that can also automatically open and close. On the steering wheel, we've got controls on the left-hand side for Bluetooth and audio, and the right-hand side for cruise control. Looking at our instrument cluster, you'll see it's got a pretty nice layout to it. Attractive design. A couple of vents in the center dash here, wrapping around our infotainment screen, which is touch sensitive. This has got our audio controls. We've got AM/FM radio, CD player. It's got an internal hard drive. We've got satellite radio, and you can also connect to a mobile device or MP3 player using a Bluetooth connection or hardwired connection. Also got a backup screen here, and then you can control a number of the vehicle settings through this screen as well. Got a smart key with push button start, analog clock here in the middle, some more of our audio controls, CD player, and then we've got dual zone climate control for driver and front passenger with heat and air conditioning. Got our ashtray and cigarette lighter down below that. Gear shifter, heated and cooled seats for driver and front passenger, and you'll see we've also got a snow mode. 2 cup holders. You can see you've got our key in here with keyless entry and panic button. And we can also close this little compartment here to conceal those cup holders. And we've got our center armrest here, which opens up. We've got plenty of storage space inside with a 12-volt outlet, USB connection, and auxiliary connections. And there's also an upper compartment with a little bit of storage space. Self-dimming rear view mirror with the ability to program up to 3 garage door openers. It's also got a compass, which you can see up there on the right. Compartment for sunglasses, a couple reading lights, and we've got a tilt and sliding sunroof. Looking into the rear seat, you'll see that it's fairly spacious back here. Good level of leg, head, and shoulder room. Our center seat back here folds down. Just pull on this strap. We've got an armrest with 2 cup holders and a little storage compartment. And then we've got a center console here with a couple of vents and a 12-volt outlet. And then these seat backs do recline. We've got this little lever here. Just pull on that, and you can adjust the setting of that seat back. Likewise, we can pull on that to pull this whole seat forward and drop it down in a 60-40 split to further increase rear cargo area. Coming around back, the rear cargo area is pretty decent, although the dramatically sloping roofline does constrain it a little bit. You'll see that our owner's manual is strapped back here, so we're saving space in the glove box. And then on the other side, got a little cargo light to illuminate this area. Also got a 12-volt outlet below that. And then we've got handles on either side that drop down these seat backs, again in that 60-40 split. Nice feature, so you don't have to go up front to fold those down. And then below the floorboard, we've got our spare tire and the Bose subwoofer. The FX35 has a 3.5 liter V6 with 303 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. That's paired to a 7-speed automatic transmission, and it's offering either rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. The 0 to 60 time on the FX35 is 6.1 seconds, and it's got an EPA rating of 16 miles per gallon in the city and 21 miles per gallon on the highway with all-wheel drive models. On rear-wheel drive models, that increases slightly to 16 in the city and 23 miles per gallon on the highway. Well, if you're looking to get into an FX and you're debating between the 35 and the 50, I'd say that the 35 is going to be more than adequate. With 303 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque, it's pretty powerful. See, it's quite quick, accelerating up to on the highway here, going up a slight grade as well. We're already past 60, and that wasn't even flooring it. You also see that it's got a really nice exhaust note. The camera doesn't fully capture that, but that's again one of my favorite things about this FX35 is that it has a really nice exhaust tone. The FX35 is definitely a bit obscure within this crowded luxury compact crossover segment, but it's still a pretty nice option to consider all around. It's very quiet, it's smooth, it's comfortable, it's got decent handling. The fact that it's rear-wheel drive oriented makes it a little bit more exciting to drive. It's got a great powertrain under the hood, and we've also got a really great suite of available luxury and tech features. I mentioned when I was walking around the vehicle that there's a pretty dramatic profile on the hood. I'm not sure if you guys can really see it from the camera, but looking out the front here, we've got a very dramatic bulge on both the driver and passenger side, and then that slight bulge in the middle. It's kind of fun when you're sitting inside to be able to see a little bit of the character of the vehicle. I feel like sometimes when you're driving a vehicle that's got a lot of personality or a lot of design flair, you don't really get to enjoy it from inside of the vehicle. You see it when you're walking up, but in general, it's the people that are driving around you that really get to enjoy it. And so it's kind of fun to be able to see a little bit of that from inside of the cabin. All around, the FX35 is a pretty nice vehicle to drive. I wouldn't say that it's quite as exciting or sporty to drive as some of the other competition like the Audi Q5 or the BMW X3, but it's still a pretty nice powertrain, and this will probably be a little bit more reliable long-term as well. Likewise, inside, this interior is nice. It's got a great design, a lot of luxury and tech features, but it doesn't have that same premium flair that you get from some of those other luxury brands. So I feel like there are a few downsides in that sense, but again, this may be a more affordable and reliable vehicle long-term than what you're going to find with some of those other premium brands. Well, there's no denying that the FX35 is a little bit obscure within this crowded luxury compact crossover segment, but it's still a pretty nice option nonetheless. It's got a very unique design, very bold, premium upscale look to it. Inside, it's got a nicely appointed cabin, good quality materials, nice level of standard options and features, and it's got a great powertrain under the hood as well. Very powerful with a nice exhaust note. If you have any comments or questions on the FX35, leave them in the section below. For more car reviews, be sure to subscribe. In the meantime, thanks for watching.